Americans prefer true diner-style restaurants. We in Canada prefer family-style restaurants. And Kypreos restaurant in Lancaster Avenue in Kitchener has a unique menu, banquet facilities, and a lot of great cooking. How long has Kypreos restaurant been serving its customers?
We started in 1994.
And how would you describe the food the restaurant prepares? It's more than just Greek and Cypriot.
That's right. We're a family restaurant. We do a lot of traditional family restaurant meals, such as hot turkeys and burgers and such. But we also do a vast Greek menu and a lot of different features.
Now, you serve families, but you're also a family that runs the restaurant as well.
That's right. Actually, my father, mother, and grandmother, sister and brother-in-law, my wife and I, we're all here. We're all working hard.
And you've recently done some renovating. There's been a lot of work done in here. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's right. The hall that we're in right now, the second dining room, it used to be a laundromat that we owned, and we got rid of it and wanted to concentrate more on restaurant and banquets.
Tell us a little bit about the range of banquets and large parties that you're able to service.
Well, we try to cater to everyone. We do anything from a baptism to a wedding. We've done actual funerals. We've done retirement parties, birthday parties, Christmas parties, Oktoberfest parties. We've even done a Halloween party, believe it or not. And everybody wants something different, so we just don't have a fixed menu. People ask for different things, and we do some pretty neat dinners.
Well, give us an idea of the range of menu items that are available here at Kypreos.
We do fresh fish, wild-caught fish. We don't buy farmed fish here. So for fish and chips even, we got wild-caught cod. Our beef is AAA Black Angus beef that we use, even for our ground beef for our burgers. We do fresh salads here, fresh pastas, and we use as much fresh product as possible. Especially we try to utilize whatever we grow in Ontario.
And of course the Greek specialties and Cypriot specialties. Tell us about those specifically.
We have two main Cypriot dishes that we do. First is a luganiko. It's a wine sausage that we actually import black peppercorns from Cyprus and have our butcher make it for us. The other is an ancient way of making a sausage. It's called a cheftalies, and that's the traditional Cypriot dish. You go to Cyprus, and that's what you're going to have.
Now, breakfasts are big across the region, and even especially so here in perhaps Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge. Tell us about Kypreos breakfasts.
Kypreos breakfast is basically everything's made and prepared fresh daily. I'm usually here at 5 in the morning. We boil the potatoes, cut them up for home fries. We buy your grade A large eggs. So you're getting a quality breakfast here.
So it has been around for a little while now with the new renovations, but why do you think a restaurant like Kypreos has been so successful?
Well, we have a great staff, and my family and I, we work very, very hard. My grandmother's here an hour before I am. She wakes up at 4 in the morning and gets here. So we're here all day long, and it's just the hard work that people see, and obviously it shows from the food that we make here.
Well, it's a guy with an Italian last name and a Czech cook in a Greek restaurant. We're going to learn some pretty interesting Greek cooking here. I think you're going to be surprised. Chef Karl Lekevy, the executive chef here at Kypreos, is going to take us through some pretty complex cooking that I was surprised to see. Karl, what's up first?
First, we're going to start off with a stuffed chicken. It's stuffed with luganiko sausage and mushrooms, and it's wrapped in bacon.
And you're using a lot of interesting ingredients, caul fat, for instance,
yes,
and a lot of produce that you're purchasing right here from Ontario.
Yes.
Nice and fresh.
Yeah, it's perfect. I'll start off with a little olive oil.
So what's in there?
Inside the chicken is a bread stuffing with a diced luganiko sausage, a lot of fresh herbs, like rosemary and fresh thyme, a little bit of garlic. And then it's cooked down with a little bit of stock, and then we pour it over top of a nice fresh bread stuffing, so it keeps it nice and moist.
Opa!
And I got a nice handful of fingerling potatoes.
They're from Ontario?
Yes, they are. And pop that into the oven.
And there it is. How long does it need to cook in the oven?
It takes about 15 minutes or so, 15 to 20 minutes. Well, now we're just going to let it rest for a minute before I slice it. And again, a little bit of olive oil.
And some pretty funky little carrots there. Oh, I love those colors. It's just beautiful. It's a chicken base or a pan juice.
It's actually a veal stock reduction base. It's tossed with a little bit of cream and rosemary. That's our first dish, the bacon wrapped stuffed chicken. The next dish is Chef Talier's.
Uses a sort of an unusual ingredient that people may not be quite prepared for, but they should give it a try.
Yeah, a little bit of caul fat, I guess you would like to call it. I'm going to start off with a little ground pork.
Chopped onion.
And a little bit of chopped parsley. Metaxa, it's a Greek brandy.
You just sort of bring that all together. You don't want to really drive it too hard. Just keep
Nope,
it,
just
get it tight and bound up.
The caul fat.
Caul fat is a membrane from pork.
From pork, yes, from a pig. Now pull the insides in, or the outside in, and just roll that up. All right, we got some color. We're gonna pop them into the oven.
So we sear them, bake them in the oven, and then they get a little bit of grilling.
Yeah, just add a little extra color, a little extra flavor.
Well, Chef Carl cooks Chef Talier's at Kypreos restaurant in Kitchener. One of the more unique restaurants, one of the more unique dishes.